Hello, I am joined on another Nobody Talks Anymore podcast with the Stanleys. Well, actually, not the Stanleys, Stanleys from Wigan.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
Hello, Dave.
How are you guys doing down there? Do you want to move your laptop so I can get all three of you in?
Yeah, I'm missing Harry.
There we go, that's better.
Wait.
So I'll just quickly, do you want to introduce yourselves or do you want me to do it for you?
I want to hear what you have to say.
Right, it's got to make sure I've got this right now. So, we've got Jake who's disappeared. Jake's just come down there. So we've got Jake, and we've got Tom, Harry, and Rob, who are all together at Tom's house or Rob's house?
Rob's house.
Rob's house. So did you go out? Did you have a wild night last night?
A little
It was
bit.
pretty heavy.
No Mark Free.
Yes.
Yeah. We went to his gig in Wigan, and it was a really good gig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He got the Alton, and maybe stayed out a bit too late.
Yeah.
That's why.
So was that one of these new socially distanced gigs?
Yeah, like outdoors, with it on tables and stuff like that. So
Brilliant.
Good venue. It's Ibiza Bar in Wigan, which is over 21s, but which we would never normally be allowed to go in because we're 20.
yeah, too young.
On the guest.
Oh, to be 20 again. So what did they do then? So you just basically just booked a ticket and you got a table, and then you just stayed at your table, like a pub garden.
Yeah,
Kind of. Yeah, you're not allowed to like stand up or anything like that. Really, you've just got to stay separate. It's like 2 meters between tables and stuff. So
That's kind of just like pubs, isn't it?
yeah, exactly like the pubs and the bars and stuff. So.
Well, that's good then, boys. So did you? Was it just Mark that played? Because Jake introduced him to Mark, didn't you? I'm sure it was you, Jake.
Yeah.
Mark's
Yeah. He's
Give Me the Love. Is that one of his? No.
Yeah, Give Me Love, that's it. He's known us for a while. He's a good lad. He's a local lad as well. So we always like to go out with him, have a few drinks and stuff like that. And he's dead good at what he does. Like, he captures the crowd so well, and everyone was singing and stuff. It was unreal, really.
Yeah, Jake got up. And stage bombed.
Yeah, we butchered some Oasis songs, didn't we? He called us up on stage, we butchered Stand By Me. So
I bet you didn't butcher it. So did you sing it, Tom? You sung?
Yeah. After a few too many things.
So you boys have been busy.
very, very busy.
This is the first time we sat down in months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm sorry, it's so quiet. I can't hear you very well.
This is the first time we've sat down in months. So, you don't even sleep.
So you've been busy recording. So Craig told me that you'd recorded 15 songs, but you didn't. You recorded 20 songs.
Yeah, I think the 5 were like extra last minute ones. So
Falls through. Literally the night before, like we'd rolled.
yeah.
That's crazy. So what is this for? Like, are you going to release an album or an EP? Because you've only got 2 singles out at the moment, Measured in Gold and A Better Life, 2 of my absolute favourite songs, by the way.
Oh, nice.
I
So you've recorded 20 more. What are you going to do with them?
think we're planning on doing. We're going to do an EP first, and then we kind of see where we go with it. We'll just take it. We've got the songs, so we're just going to record a few. And we've not really got that much of a plan in place. Just going to keep releasing and see what happens, basically. Maybe
So when can we expect the next release then?
As soon as we can, with everything at the minute. With lockdown stopped all studios now, with Greater Manchester going back in. So we've just got to wait for the other side of that, really, to get back in the studio.
We started the process. We've done the demos. We now kind of got the demos back and we're working on them, making improvements that we've picked out. And then hopefully we'll go into Parr Street is the plan, I think. Somewhere like that, Parr Street. Or...
That's a nice little link. So Parr Street is where your Wigan brothers, the Lathams, if they recorded their album at Parr Street Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a studio.
Yeah. So how do you feel then? Like, because obviously the Lathams were a major part of 2019, I think going into this year as well.
Yeah.
Like their success story. Are you hoping to follow the same kind of route? And do you mind bands or people ever comparing yourself with the Lathams, or do you want to have your own complete identity?
I think it kind of for us, it showed us that it was actually possible to do, because I think we've been grinding away for 3 years now, maybe even 4, and it was just something that kind of like enlightened us to the fact that people like us can actually make it. So that was a good thing. But yeah, I think we've got a good team around us, and we'll just keep going, just keep working at it, and yeah, it definitely showed us how to do it. But
well, I think you're on the right track, because you've got quite your social media following is really good. Considering you've only officially released 2 songs, I think you're well on the right track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got your backs, you know that.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Lavin story was absolutely crazy, wasn't it? Like, just out of nowhere. Oh, here we go.
It was like,
F.
okay, waiters. But yeah, with Lavins, it was kind of like because we were like quite good friends with him, we kind of like saw it all unfold and stuff like that. So it's been really good to see, really, that guitar music's kind of making a bit of a resurgence in the last couple of months. So
back, yeah. And so local to Wigan as well. There's so many bands like out and about in Wigan now. It's brilliant.
So much new music from Wigan.
Yeah.
There is. I can't keep up with most of the music, but yeah, I think Northwest England is always going to be the centre of the music world.
Yeah, Wigan is the centre of the world. It's crazy. Have you ever been to Wigan, Sam?
Have I been to Wigan? I don't think I've been to Wigan. No. So me, Tyler, so mainly Oasis, went to watch Liam Gallagher last September. But I did go and see Alex from the Lavins in Preston, so that's not Wigan, is it? He used to be from Wigan. So I've been in that area. Yeah.
Not far, to be fair.
The grass is really green around there.
Is it?
It's not.
It's great, if anything.
Yeah.
That's nice, though. That's nice. No, Wigan seems a good place. But when you do a hometown show, I'll come up.
Yeah, that's nice.
So do you have any like shows planned or anything for next year, or not yet?
Yeah, we've got a bit of like plans for like a headline tour, hopefully sometime next year, one of our own, and just do a couple of dates like London, Manchester, a couple more around the country, and see who turns up. So we're looking forward to it, really.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just get out there, and it's always difficult with your first headline show when you go to places like London, because it's like most of your fan base kind of starts around you. But that's the thing with social media now, you can expand and you have fans all over the place. But I'll help you. I'll get the word out.
Yeah, you've helped us loads. It's kind of like a bit of like a community on Twitter and stuff, because it's like people aren't just from one place. Like, for example, we had a Swedish football magazine get in touch with us and say they wanted to like do a feature on like Wigan Athletic and Stanleys, and we were like, this is mad, like I've never been to Sweden, none of us have. And then all these people there were like liking and commenting on all our stuff, so it's mad.
That's great. So for anyone that's watching and maybe hasn't heard of Stanleys yet, like how would you describe, obviously we're saying like you're a guitar band, but who would you say are your biggest influences for your music? Or do you have any? Like what did you listen to like growing up?
I think my dad was a big fan of the Smiths, so I grew up on the Smiths and Stone Roses and bands like that. I think we listened to like old music. Most of the people that we listened to are dead. So you've got like a lot of our mates that are into like the R&B and whatever's going on right now. But yeah, anyone that we listen to is either dead or close to.
I'd say our biggest one though is probably the Stone Roses for all of us. Like that was what made me want to be in a band personally.
Oh, so have you guys all been friends from school and stuff?
From college we met. We're not friends now.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's good. So I think you formed a few years ago, didn't you? 2017.
Yeah. Yeah. These were a band before Jake, Rob, and Harry. Well, not, like they were just jamming together. And then in college, in Wynn Stanley College, that's where I met him. So that's why
I'm quite intrigued to know then, Tom, because you've got a really unique singing voice. So, like, what age were you when you realised you could sing? Was it something that you were just singing like "Happy Birthday" and you just realised you were like 10 times better than the rest of your relatives, or was it something that you like practiced and you got better at?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I first started, there was a couple of shaky gigs, a couple of times I'd come on stage and everyone was a bit like, got some criticism, and then just worked on it really. I mean, my dad loves to sing. He sings like wherever at all times, so I just kind of copied him really.
Oh, that's nice. Was your dad ever in a band or music or anything?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, if he's listening, hi Dad.
Hi, Tom's dad.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tom's dad. But no, that's really cool because I always think if you've got like is it like a natural talent where it's just something that you've always had your entire life, or is it something that you do have to work hard on?
I think, yeah, it's a bit of both. I think I've got to give credit to my dad because he's the one that kind of brought me into the singing world. Like he sung and introduced me to all the music, so it's down to him. And then also these three for sitting me in a practice room for hours and hours on end, making me sing.
That's good. So the other three. So have you always been into music, or was it just like a college thing? Did you all study music, or what was your?
Like you studied music
technology at college.
Yeah,
I
just studied it and just went to classes as a different thing. We've all always been into music. I think I've been playing drums for years, but it was later on into like the end of school, college, I realised that we could do something, a band or something like that.
We just wanted to doss about really and get paid for it. So.
But you say you've been working really hard last few weeks. You haven't sat down.
Well, it's like it's hard work, but at the same time, it's like it's something that's fun. It's like kicking a football. Like
you're just starting out there. You're right at the start of your journey, so things will get better. And once the ball like starts rolling, it'll be amazing.
Yeah,
I hope so.
So you were supposed to be at Kendall Calling this weekend, weren't you?
Yeah. You should have played yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah.
I should have been watching Falls today.
Stay off on it.
Oh, I know. Are they keeping the same lineup for next year? Do you know or no?
I think so.
We don't know about like the slot, but we've been told that we're still on it.
I think they're still piecing it all together because there's a lot of like complications to everything that's going on.
If buts and maybes.
It's on its way.
Yeah, it would have been good, wouldn't it? I think I've never ever been so long without seeing live music. Like since I was about 14, so it's been a really difficult year. I try not to think about it too much, but like missing out on it's the first year I've not been to a festival since I was like 18. So like 14 years, it's a long time.
Yeah.
not having live music.
I noticed this last night when me and Jake went on stage. That was the first time we'd sung in front of people or played in front of people for like months, isn't it? That was probably the longest time we've not played since we started 3 years ago.
Probably, yeah.
Did it feel good or did it feel weird?
Nah, it felt really good. It was like it's like having a drink you haven't had in ages that you really like.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's just kind of I went on a pub crawl yesterday, but we went to a few pubs. But it's just really weird, like the whole like one-way systems, and like, after you've had a couple of beers as well, it's like you are like can't understand the arrows. You're like, which way am I supposed to go? It's just a new way of life, I think, for this year anyway. Hopefully by next year things will be back to normal-ish.
Fingers crossed.
I hope so.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to new music from you guys.
Yeah, we're looking forward to get it out, to be honest. Like, it's been a while, really. I know we're doing some vinyl like the end of this month or something, because we've been like bombarded with messages since like January, since we put A Better Life out, like, loving the music, but I've not got Spotify or I've not got a CD player, I want some vinyl. So we finally, of recent, got around to doing it, didn't we? So we're going to do like a A-side, yeah. After 6 months of being asked, but we've finally done it now, so we can't wait to get it out there. So.
Oh, so what? You just releasing the 2 singles on vinyl, or?
Yeah, we're just going to do like the 2 we've got out at the minute as vinyl, as like a kind of taste for more things to come, really. Because once we've released that, then we can, get back in the studio, do more music properly, and get that out there, hopefully on vinyl as well. So.
Nice. You could do a nice special gold edition for Measured in Gold.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be amazing.
So you're thinking, for God's sake, no.
Too much money.
What have you said? But no, it's good, and I think it's amazing, isn't it? Like vinyl is still like a really big thing for everyone. Obviously,
Yeah,
like downloading and streaming is the way forward, but people are like, no, we want to buy records.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have physical like copies, isn't it? Really, to have like something to hold. It's
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
know you don't.
let Tom talk because he keeps trying to talk and I keep butting in.
I know, right?
I just say vinyls for the cool kids. That's it.
Oh, there you go. Vinyls for the cool kids. I agree. But yeah, I just bought Fontaine's new one that came through yesterday.
Nice. What do you reckon to it?
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of the
Better than the
last
first.
this year.
Yeah. Do you like it more than the first album, or?
I don't know. It's very different. Like it's very deep. It's a lot deeper than the first album, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like really, really good. Yeah. What about you guys? So, what's been like? Do you listen to new music yourselves? If so, who do you like?
At the minute, a big one for me that I've forced down all these lads' throats is the Orioles. They've released 2 albums so far, and they're unreal. I love them. They're really good.
Orioles, yes, I like them.
Yeah.
I like have you heard of a band called Always from Toronto in Canada?
What are they called? Always.
Always. It's like Always, but the W's 2 V's.
Oh, it does ring a bell, but I'm not. Are they good? Are they?
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, they're like it's a female singer, but it's like Stone Roses-esque kind of guitar parts, and it's nice. It's good music.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
I'm listening to like a lot of the stuff you share recent, like bands like a lot of Wigan bands as well, like Flechettes and stuff like that, and then even like bands like the Royston Club and even Lathams and stuff like that. So there's loads of new music of recent, and I think being in a band is kind of like helped us see other bands. You know, say we go to a gig and we're on last, you know, we'll watch all the bands before us, or even vice versa. Say if we're on first, you know, we'll stick around. Like we've supported loads of good bands like Larkins and you know we've done stuff with Lathams before and stuff like that. So it's good to watch with live music as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely is. It's not because it's not. I think a lot of people think it is like competition because you're all trying to find like the big audience, but it's not. I think you can learn. Everyone can learn from each other. Like all the new bands can all learn from each other. And if you think, oh, they're doing something some way, even like ways of promoting your music, just watch what all the other bands are doing, see what is popular, and like see what works. But that's good. I like the way you watch all the other bands as well. That's really important.
Yeah, it's polite, it's manners, isn't it?
Yeah, I did that.
Coming through, it's loads of bands just bringing more attention to Wigan. Exactly. So everyone doing well only helps each other more.
It's exciting.
It's been great.
Absolutely. I think you've always got to support each other. Like bands should always be supportive of each other. I mean, there's some bands are out there that get a bit funny, don't they, with other people's success, but I think the majority of people are really cool. So I did this massive show last year in Coventry with the Lathams, City Lights, Colour Youth, a band from Devon called Roadside, and a band from Birmingham. So I had 5 bands, but then everyone all stayed and everyone watched all the other people's sets, and it was just the best night ever. It was really good.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll have to come down to one if you put another one on.
Yeah, I was supposed to do some in September, all locally, but I kind of had to put them on hold because of this. So maybe next spring, hopefully. But I need time to promote it, so I'm not going to do it too soon.
Yeah. I suppose you need a couple of months to get like all the bands involved and that kind of thing, book venues and stuff.
So what I wanted to do today is it's a new thing. So each podcast that I do, I want to kind of create a playlist from. So with your 2 tunes, but I'd also like to know each of yours top 2 favourite songs ever. Or not spot, but just 2 songs. Each of these 2 songs, and then I'll create a Spotify playlist.
Put us on the spot here, Sam.
Just ask for your favourite. You can choose any 2 songs you like.
Out of any music ever.
Ever.
I think I've got my 2.
Go for it, Tom.
I'll go for Velocity Girl by Primal Scream. It's only 1 minute 40, but it's a banger. And then All Across the Sands by the Stone Roses.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll go. I'd say Bobby's Second World by the Orioles. They need as much credit as I can shove down the throat.
He literally plays it all the time.
And we'll go at Forgot Your Name by Mini Mansions as well while we're here.
Oh my god, I saw Mini Mansions. I saw them supporting Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah. The newest album's really good as well.
I'll have to check that out. I've not heard it yet.
Yeah, it's good.
Right then.
Guy walked into a bar, I think. It's good.
Guy walked into a bar?
Yeah, this says it all.
Right, Harry, your go.
Harry.
Victoria by the Kings and Beat Surrender by the Jam.
Beat Surrender. Oh, that is a banger. I got the
that's true.
Got the Jam behind me. Beat. I love that. That is great. I really love that. And finally, Jake.
Under My Thumb by the Rolling Stones and A Day in the Life, Beatles.
Nice. So there we go. That is that is. Keep saying the. I know you're not the because it's the Stanleys playlist, but I don't want to promote you in the wrong way. So that is Stanleys Spotify playlist. Right. Do you want to play the game then?
Okay.
I'll let you go. Right.
Is this the lyric one? The lyrics quiz.
This is the lyric quiz. Yeah, I've got it on my phone. Right. Okay. So you can just shout the answers out if you get them. So number 1, My Friend and Me, looking through her red box of memories.
The Verve, Drugs Don't Work. No.
It's the Verve.
Sonnet.
Yes. There we go.
Wait.
I tried to do it, but it's really difficult. Like when if you think about, if someone did that to me, I'd be like, well, I know it, but it's really difficult to think.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I tried to get all of these.
Jake will know them all. Right, okay. How many special people change? How many lives are strange?
Champagne Supernova.
So the thing is, I've tried to keep them quite simple because it's the first time I've done a lyric quiz, so I didn't know how they're going to go. Okay, this one might be for Tom. I can feel the earth begin to move. I hear my needle hit the groove. I should have made these harder. Right, okay. Next one.
You want to be challenged here?
I know. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
I'll say the last one. You spend your time in smoky rooms where haggard old women with cheap perfume say, it never happens to people like us, you know.
I recognise that, but yeah.
Can you give us a clue, Sam?
From Coventry.
From Coventry.
You'll kick me off, I tell you.
Yeah.
From Coventry.
You're not too complaining that game,
Yeah, they are. They're from the noughties, like a really big band from the noughties, and it's an anthem.
Blur.
Later.
I don't know. What, someone said Blur.
That was going to be the last hard one that I didn't think you'd get. Well, I did think you'd get it actually, but it's difficult.
2000s, is it? From like what year in the 2000s?
Oh, like late noughties, I'd say 2006, 2007.
Was it?
You spend your time in smoky rooms where haggard old women with cheap perfume say, it never happens for people like us, you know. You'd know it if you heard it.
Yeah, I probably would.
I'll tell you.
Is it Libs? No, Libs are Coventry.
It's The Enemy will live and die in these towns.
I went to see the closing down of The Enemy tour, which was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. That's what I went to that. It was so emotional. Right, okay, I'll try another one. This is nearer you. She tried to peel me off the pavement.
Tina's got forever.
Damn it! Okay, this might be tricky because you might know exactly which song it is. I'm on it. Get on it. Jake's on it, isn't he? Jake knows. Right, I know now because
For the trumpet.
Yeah. Have you heard the Mark Ronson version of that song?
No.
It's good. It is good.
Bits and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm going to get on that. I'll put that on the playlist as well. If it's on there, Mark Ronson version of LSF on the trumpet.
Yeah. It's really good.
Great. Well, I know now when I do my lyric quiz to make them more difficult.
Really hard.
Jake's like, I say the first word, and Jake's like, says the answer. I'm like, I, and Jake's like, she bangs the drums. I'm like, wait a minute. Right then, Stanleys. Is there anything else you would like to say? Because we'll be broadcasting this. Anyone that's listening, do you want to, or you just, no?
Happy birthday to my dog. I'm only joking. I'm not saying that.
What's your dog's birthday?
It wasn't, to be fair. I did say happy birthday on his birthday.
Well, we could say happy birthday to anyone that's watching this right now, and if it's your birthday.
Yeah.
There's a boy called Latix whose birthday it is tomorrow.
I wonder what football team he supports.
Yeah, it's called Latix. It's a question.
Whose birthday is it from Latix?
Sam Latix is his name is.
So thank you so much to the mighty Stanleys for joining me today. I love you boys, and I can't wait to come and watch you.